The feds arrest a third Chinese national for allegedly smuggling biological materials into the United States.
Breaking news, the U.S. tracking a suspected Chinese spy balloon flying over the United States.
2 Chinese nationals have been arrested for allegedly spying on U.S. Navy service members and bases.
China is buying up some American farmland.
China remains the most active and persistent cyber threat to the U.S. He says since President Xi Jinping came to power in 2012, China's spies no longer seem to fear the U.S.
America is swiftly but quietly being infiltrated, invaded, and attacked on multiple fronts by the Chinese government.
We've reported extensively here on News Nation about the hundreds of thousands of acres of Chinese-owned farmland spread across the U.S. and the various drone sightings attached to that land.
Now it's time for my take. When people tell us who they are, why don't we believe them? Especially when the message they're delivering is not the one we want to hear. It makes it all the less likely they're lying, doesn't it? Today we showed you just how big the Chinese Communist Party's global infiltration has become. We've shown you before. And why that should scare every single person who believes in the values of democracy, peace and prosperity. Every single day we see and hear about another way in which this regime has embedded itself in a foreign country. And it shouldn't surprise anyone. They've been doing it boldly and saying it loudly for years. If this had been a subtle shift or something under the radar, the West and Co could be forgiven for failing to act. But it's been the complete opposite. Not only has the rest of the world refused to stand up to this threat, they have so far willingly aided and abetted the process. It's crazy. Pouring billions into the very economy that makes no secret of its intentions. And those intentions are to destroy. President Xi Jinping has said publicly many times he wants Taiwan and for China to sit at the very top of the world order. And the military might he's been building up over the past decade tells you that he's not planning on achieving it through diplomacy. Yet still, for the most part, the rest of the world does nothing. US President Donald Trump was the first in a long time to do something meaningful. The rhetoric surrounding tariffs signalled to the CCP that America wasn't just going to roll over. But after 4 years of weak leadership, bad decisions and fumbling foreign policy, the US can't stand alone against this threat. Not now anyways. And nor should they have to. Every nation who values the current world order and fears the alternative must do their part immediately. And it might already be too late in many ways, but it definitely will be soon. My dad, a former Major General and Senator, used to always say, you can't fight a war you don't understand. The upside here, the battle they want and are preparing for, has been heavily documented in speeches, parliament and government-controlled media. A good start to counter this offensive would be to read it. Well, that's it for 69X Minutes, presented by Mario Nafal. I'm Erin Molan. Thank you so much for joining us. No spin, no censorship, just the truth. We'll see you next time.